got a nice harvest here out of the greenhouse this morning. We got lots of bell peppers down there. We just got finished freeze drying some bell peppers as of yesterday. We got Ichiban eggplant, which I love this type of eggplant. It's not that seedy. The taste is very well good. And the black beauties, they're not my favorite. They're seedy, and I don't really like the taste of them as well as these right here. The skin on these right here is tender. The black beauties is a little tough. And so we don't have that much going on into the greenhouse. We've been trying to get this bell pepper here to take off. I believe that's a Jupiter bell pepper, or it could be a California Wanderer. The Fulju jalapeno is way up there, but it's not put out that much fruit so far. I think it's because our heat is just kind of been knocking the blooms, but it's got lots of blooms starting up there. This is a California Wanderer. Got some blooms going on there, and we got a little bell pepper. We've only been dealing with 2 bell pepper plants. This is a California Wanderer. Now I've trimmed these plants back to produce a lot of airflow in here. And that's why you'll see that right there, which is starting to fall off because there's no need for the plant. But we had a lot of heat. The plants were taking a shock. It was a lot of humidity. And so, but these 2 plants right here have kept on producing, whereas the Fulju jalapeno there was not producing like it usually does. Now I have some copper pipes here. I was just doing some experimenting. I just had this copper pipe. You usually use it for as a ground rod, and since I wasn't using it yet, I just stuck it in here. I had another copper pipe that I took out to cut a piece of it off. And so I haven't got it back in here, but oh, there it is. I did put it back in here. So I did cut a piece of it off, but where these copper pipes are at, it seems to make the plants really grow tall. So this has had a lot of leaves cut off of them. All the plants have, to create this airflow, because of all the heat and the humidity, so the sunshine can get to the blooms. This is a Jupiter pepper plant. And we see a little pepper plant right there. I've never grown Jupiter, so we're going to see how it does. Let's see, we're going to taste the taste of it and see how that how it produces. So this is where I got the eggplant off of the plant. This is the Ichiban eggplant. It's a Chinese eggplant. So this is another Jupiter. Now these Jupiters are taking off slow. We see a fruit down there. So it looks like they're going to grow maybe long in size. The California Wanderers are really round. So we see the orange tree over there is still holding on. It's still, it's still producing its fruit. It's still holding its fruit. It'll take a while for those oranges on there to ripen up. It'll be almost, I would say, about October. The lemon tree is getting super big. One year I think we got like 23 or 33 lemons off of it. This year it dropped its blooms. The orange tree and the lemon tree is usually loaded down with blooms. So many blooms that you want to go ahead and pick those blooms off, but don't, because the tree knows what it's doing, and it'll drop its blooms to be able to hold the fruit. And that's what this orange tree did, loaded down with blooms. But the heat has a tendency to stress plants, and so it'll create it also to drop its blooms. So the tree here is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we produced 7 last year, and with tons. No, there's 8. 7 or 8. There's 8. I see 8 anyhow. So I think we got 7 last year, and these oranges here will get a lot bigger. So for the size of this tree right here, it's actually is doing the right thing as far as it'll be able to hold the fruit. Hoping this eggplant will put out some more eggplants. I just love the taste of this eggplant. So it doesn't have many seeds into it, so I really want to order those seeds to have future eggplants here at into the greenhouse and into the garden. This is the other eggplant. It's got blooms on it. It's cool down here. It feels really super nice here. And the blooms are starting to really put out. And so maybe it won't drop its blooms and we'll have some eggplants here. This is a huge, huge eggplant. So we see here the California Wonder and bell pepper plants here. We picked a lot of bell pepper plants off of these plants. And we're going to take a look. We still got some fruit. They need to grow a little bit more. There's another one back over there. There's some up here. There's plenty of bell peppers on there. It was getting late into the season now, so we want to get as many bell peppers as we can off of these plants before the cold comes. With a break into the heat, I think that they're gonna really burst out with some bell pepper. Quick update onto the peanuts. We see that we harvested down there. We got lots of peanuts. I held off on harvesting, watching these plants right here. Of course, you can see how wet the soil is. We've had tons of rain. I wouldn't walk out there in the middle right there because I'm sure I would gush down. But we see the peanuts back over there. And so we're going to basically, hopefully everything will turn out good. There's one of those Ichiban eggplants way over there. That thing is huge. But hopefully we're going to get some peanuts. Oh, the soil's so wet, but we're going to try to wait. We're watching. Hopefully we'll get I've dug down in there, as you can tell. But I stopped right there because I could look at the peanuts and I'm thinking, well, maybe just one more week. So we're chancing it here with these peanuts, with all this rain that we're getting in. We got a system that's rolling by, and that's producing a lot of rain. The okra, we're not cutting any more okra now. We're letting it sit there in regards of getting some seed. This is the white velvet okra. And so it'll take a while for it to dry out. And we really do want to get some seeds from this. You see our composter is over full. It's kind of wilted down some. We're going to have to get it in there because it was so stacked in there. But I love this composter. I mean, it makes it really convenient right here at the garden and into the greenhouse. So we'll be getting all those right there. All those peanut plants right there and disposing them into the composter. And the reason of that, because the stems are going to be tough, and it'll be, you know, really tough to break down. It'll take a long time, but it'll do well into the composter. There's a peanut that kind of got dropped down. There's another one. Lord have mercy. Well, you know what I'll be doing? I'll be picking these plants up and kind of glancing through them. What it was is that, you know, it was getting near dark and I was trying to get some of these plants up and get them washed. I can't believe I missed some peanuts here. So the garden season is winding down, and now it's been cleanup time. See you on to the next video.